And I'm turning the music down. Welcome back to Rasor County. In this this episode, this stream, I want to take care of a couple things we did not finish last time, and continue to grow out Aspen, I think is what we named this. I've forgotten what we've named this. Grow out Aspen Township. And last stream, we finally added a cargo terminal to this industrial area. I changed this up since last stream, so instead of these just being two normal fishing harbors, I made one a salmon one and one a anchovy, and I redrew the line so that they get more off of them. I also put this warehouse here for the fish factory, and just now I zoned commercial along here, so that'll fill in when we start playing, or when I actually do this, it'll start filling in eventually. Here you go. So last stream we built this little snooty suburban development that's very car centric and very not in line with the rest of the city, but it fits in for this area. We are building out our bike highway, and we finished off this little downtown center, or what I would consider to be downtown Aspen. This winter market, the fish market, as well as this farmers market, which is all these eco, organic and local produce stores. So right now I think I want to do, I may bring this grid over one more, but I may not. I think I'll grid this in. This is kind of an area that I'm not gonna use for what I'm doing, but here in this gap, I want to make another gated community like this one. I want to make another, you know, twisty, windy suburb, but I want to make it mid-century modern houses, and that will use the content creator pack that we got with the new update, as well as the other content creator pack, which was the seaside resorts. I want to fill in this with something. I think I may just put some houses here. Maybe we'll make them high-tech houses, so they're kind of more expensive compared to the rest of them. And the other side of the interstate, I want to start to plat out our new development on this side, which will be another low-density suburb, but this will be a resort community. Maybe we'll do a little bit of finally a little bit of high-density housing by the water. We'll look at that when we get over there. And there'll be a park here, and then the university will start at this line and cover this, and then maybe we'll have a nature reserve right here. So that's my thought for right now, and I will start with gridding this up. Just the final grid, 640. No, I don't want road guidelines. 640. There we go. And apparently we've already got people that want to drive down here. So a little bit more commercial, but the rest of this, just like the rest of the city, is going to be residential. And this will be normal low density residential. I don't want to make this our themed build yet, or a themed district just yet. Okay, so as that fills in this area, I'm going to touch real quick and possibly just do a little something like this. I don't like that. Oh, oh lord, that's not what I wanted to do. I deleted part of our bike path. Whoops, sorry, person's house. You have your zoning back. Did not mean to do that. What I think I want to do, something like that, maybe. No, I am not finding anything that works right here for me. What if I took it the other way? I'm trying to make this an area for some bigger bigger houses. That's more like something I wanted to see. So I'm gonna be gentle with this, and I'm going to give them room between them. I say that, but can I just disable zoning on one side of the... No, I guess not. But I can draw a fence here. That's what I want. And they need poop pipes. There we go. Okay. That will no high-tech housing. I said that, and then I just almost didn't do it. And I would have let those develop, and I wouldn't have been able to actually make them high-tech housing. And policies, high-tech housing. There we go. Oh, I want to implement high-rise ban for the whole city. There we go. I know we don't have anything that's really a high-rise at this point. What are you? Not enough educated workers. What are my educational? Ooh. Elementary school and a high school. I did not build either of those up here. Whoops. That is a big mistake. Apparently, we're starting to run out of... Oh, Lord. Where else can I put one of these? Right here. I can actually put... How much money do I have? I can put 2 of these down. Okay. Again, that should solve some of our power for a little bit. I cannot wait for nuclear power. That will be very useful for us. And I did not... I am such a professional today. I did not turn off the day-night cycle and the weather. School. That is what I am looking at. I need to put elementary and a high school down. And this is kind of a terrible place to put them, right next to the waste transfer facility, but the kids will just have to learn about garbage at this school. So, you know, they're learning good, apparently, I guess. No, I don't want to do that. Usually I like putting a basketball court behind the school, but I guess I couldn't fit that there. Houses we're developing again, forgetting to run poop pipes for some reason. And we're getting close to running out of sewage treatment availability, which we will have to work on sooner rather than later. But that is not what I am here for, right now at least. The power's jumped across. I can delete this power line. And I want to start to draw our little windy suburb. It's a little too close. I would imagine that this is done by a different developer, so you would not see a connection to this. That is completely the wrong angle. You would not see a connection to this intersection done from the last neighborhood. Actually, I think I want to use... What fence is this one? Forestry fence. I think I want to distinguish this area completely separately by using a different fence. And this fence would definitely block more noise from all the industrial traffic that we have going on in here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. There we go. So this would not connect to this intersection done by the last developer. So this is a completely new neighborhood that we're working on, and that's why it's a different style too, because neighborhoods like this would be master planned all at the same time. Again, I want to remember to draw out our fences. And I talked about this last time, but gated communities are very, very bad for neighborhoods, and also a very bad thing for childhood development, because you are blocking a child from experiencing the real world. And that was that plays into a study. I forgot who did it. I used to know it off the top of my head. A study done where children who are driven to school know very little about their neighborhood versus children who walk to school. And when you walk to school with a parent, a child is able to learn the layout of their neighborhood and would be able to get back home in the neighborhood rather than one who's driven, because if you get driven to school, obviously you're not going to know how the neighborhood's laid out. So that is always something to think about. And I think I'm going to call that about good. I want to put an elementary school in here as well. Actually, you know what? No, that would make a ton of traffic. No, yeah. I'm gonna put one of these community schools. A developer that would make something like this, to get it through public planning, would have to incentivize the local community to agree to allow this to be built. And you would see a lot of things like this. Public dog parks are one thing a developer, in the developer toolbox, developers use this as an incentive for the community to allow them to build their neighborhood. So if they just vaguely put in enough community accessible amenities, then usually NIMBYs will allow suburbs like this to be built. And this has a capacity. This is bigger. No, I don't want to do that. I do want to put another high school down though, because we don't have one on this side of the city. This district, which we'll have to come up with a new name for. Apparently its name is Spring Hills. I don't like the names the game makes, but I don't really have control over that. Whoa, that was not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Spring Hills doesn't sound, you know, too uppity for me. However, I will do mid-century modern. And zoning. Woo! Houses. We don't have a ton of demand right now. But I still can create housing for when we will have demand in the future, especially when I'm going to start zoning a little bit more industry here in a bit, and also more commercial. This area is going to grow a little bit more as we move forward. I'm not doing anything right here yet, because again, when we finally unlock the ports, which will be our next milestone, I'm going to put, I think, probably 2 cargo ports right here. So I'm not going to touch this yet because I don't know what I want to do here yet. And this is the first time that I have officially used the mid-century assets, and I think that these look really, really, really good. I don't know who made them. And water. I literally have been fighting that all this stream for some reason. I continue to forget to put water pipes down. Excuse me while I water my suburbs. There we go. Is this filled in with houses yet? Barely, not really. You're supposed to be... You are not a high-tech house. Who are you? Get out of here. You're not a high-tech house. This is supposed to be rich people. What are you in a middle-class house doing in this neighborhood? Go away. You don't belong here. Ugh, we'll come back to that. I do not know who made these, but I very, very, very much like them. I love this style of architecture. This is my favorite style of architecture. Especially this. This is very pretty, and this looks like the Incredibles house, just kind of. Because that's a mid-century. The Incredibles house was a mid-century. Ooh, these have palm trees. We don't. Clearly, this is not an area where native to have palm trees. I don't know how I like that, but we'll see about that here in the future. I think I want to do something with my bus lines. Part of me wants to bring a bus line around these neighborhoods. If you think, even though this is a very NIMBY, in my mind, I'm the one in control of this city, but I'm trying to make this more believable. You can imagine that Aspen is very, very, very much a NIMBY community. It's very much filled with NIMBYs, and the fact that there's a bike path going through the center of the city is something that would already be incredible for a community like this. Now, the bike highway that we have over here is on county property. Actually, it'd probably be federal property because the rail line as well, but this is county-owned property. That would be part of the master plan for all of Rasor County, and Aspen really wouldn't have a say in that. But it also, again, we see how many people are using it. That would be a huge benefit for the region as a whole. So that bike path really wouldn't be part of what I'm talking about. But the bike path that goes through Aspen, up through downtown, and then cuts up through to the bike highway by the highway, or the bike highway by the interstate. There we go. That would be a huge step forward for a community like this. Now, beyond that, having transit would still be part of the NIMBY community. That would still be something that Aspen would have a say over, but seeing again, as this is part of Rasor County would have a master plan for transit. So I could envision that the municipality, Rasor County itself, wanting to very, very much incentivize the people who live in these brand new suburban style neighborhoods to get on public transit. And the way that I see that happening is by bringing our public transit lines right up against the outside of these neighborhoods. Now, I could do that by rerouting these two bus lines I already have, and you can see we have a ton of people that are using these bus lines. Mainly everyone's using the blue one right now. But what I think I want to do is, where are people actually going? I think people are probably going to work. That's my thought. My thought is that the people riding on the blue line are trying to get over here to the Aspen Industrial Park, to go to work. So I can slightly incentivize that more by making a new bus line that comes down here. And I can link that up with the rest of our... Huh? Don't bring your howdy doodle speak into my stream. I'm doing good. Just fighting with this being a NIMBY community, trying to see what I can do about that. My thought is to bring this bus line right up to the edges. I hate this. I hate that this game does that. Trying to bring this right up to the edges of this suburb, and I can also use this to get to our inner city bus station. So that's mainly the reason why I wanted to make this line, was to connect these suburbs and also to start a new line that comes from our inner city bus terminal. And this line, I don't know if I see any buses yet. Oh, they're coming out of here. Okay. I want this line to be orange, maybe, so I can distinctly see it differently. No, because the inner city buses are orange. We'll make this the red line. Yeah, we'll make this the red line. Yeah, there we go. We'll make this the red line. So we've gotten the red line, green, and blue. Oh, we've got our... I made RGB. Nice. I'm cool. I mean, I'm close enough to the south, in Virginia at least. We're on the border of the northern part of the U.S. and what I would consider to start to be southern. But yeah, okay, so welcome to the stream. I think I want to fill in this with my trees. There we go. No, I want to turn this up. I want to turn it up more, apparently. Oh, we have the industry area over here. So it's going to affect my ground. I don't like that. I may just have to deal with... Where's my live oak? There it is. I may just have to deal with the industry pollution area for right now. I don't like having to deal with that, but I may just turn that off at some point. I love Hide It. It's one of my favorite mods. And I want to sneak in as many trees as I can. Oh, that's not too far away. The mountains are beautiful. We need to go. I keep telling you we need to go out there to the mountains. We've never been to the mountains. I don't. Have you ever been to the mountains? So no, that would be a no. I'm talking to Kawhi behind me. I love the Blue Ridge Mountains. We're on far East Coast Virginia Beach, so we're away from the mountains. We're in the urban part of Virginia. I'd love to live in up by DC, but that's still Virginia, so it's not going to gain much from going up there compared to being down here. But yeah, I love the Blue Ridge. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, the mountains are beautiful, and I think I want to do something like that in Rasor County, like the Blue Ridge Park. Did that just randomly change? It did. I changed an apple tree for some reason. I would love to make something like the Blue Ridge Parkway in Rasor County. I don't know where I'm gonna finish placing these trees, and then I'll wander around and see what I can look at. Oh yeah, that's it, both of those are beautiful. I love Maryland, Maryland and kind of Western Virginia are pretty much the same place, because the Appalachians cuts 45 degrees up. I think I have these mountains, and I very much thought that in this area, that's very mountainous to make a national park. I don't really have a lot of other places to cut a road through. I've got these. And these are huge cliffs too. These are gigantic cliffs. I really do think right here I'll do something like that. Like I'll wind a road through here, cut it over, wind it back down, something like that. Or maybe even start here, wind it all the way through around below the cliff, wind it all the way through the park, back down through here, and then dump it out by where our university would be. Yeah, I could definitely see doing something like that. And I could make it a 2-lane national road. Or in network extensions it's called a national road, but in the mass transit DLC it's a 2-way highway. I still have the word national road stuck in my head from Next. I love network extensions, but it seems to be something that everyone doesn't like anymore for some reason, which I don't understand, and it also seems to be kind of old. Like the textures used for the roads and stuff are aged, if you could say that. Not aged as in like the game aged, but they're very low quality textures. I wish there was a new network extensions, but there's now so many other assets you can get on the workshop, so it's almost worthless to just get network extensions. Again, palm trees. I don't know why. I mean, it would be realistic. We have that here, because we live not at the beach, but we live in a beach town, that people torture these poor palm trees by planting them here, because Virginia is not a place to have a palm tree, especially when it snows down here. And these poor palm trees are being tortured, living in the cold. I mean, what is the weather right now? Right now outside, it's 72. Yeah, this palm trees are not meant to be in a place like this. But it happens. That is something that people do, and especially, you would imagine, in a snooty community like this. And especially, I mean, they are on the beach, so I wouldn't put it past people in this neighborhood to plant palm trees in their yard. I need a name The rest of these I don't really care about naming. These are not high-tech houses. Is it just because they need to get, like, high... Oh, you don't... What? Again, this whole stream I've been struggling with water. Is it because they don't have, like, land value? Is that what it is? Where's land value? I mean, it's not a green area, obviously, but I just... I wanted these to be nice houses. Guess not. Okay. Or I could just... You know what I could do? I can do... that! Haha. And now these will get deleted and they'll be self-sufficient buildings. Let's just say the Lafayette's built these. This is more Lafayette housing. I need a name for these. I don't like Spring Hill. You wouldn't... Spring Hills is more of a realistic name, but Daffodil Park is definitely not. Daffodil Estates. There we go. That's a better name. So Spring Hills, or there's no hills. It wouldn't be named Spring. This is a flat area. Spring Park? No. I'm at a loss. Can I just hold on. Neighborhood name generator. Is that something that'll work? No. What the hell were it's in this website? Ooh. No. Spring Grove. Oh Lord. Spring Grove. That sounds... There we go. That would... You would imagine... I'm trying to find a name that you could imagine to be on a sign in front of the neighborhood. And they would have an HOA and they would have like a community pool and stuff like that. That's the other thing I should have put here. Where is community pool? Shit. Can I put this somewhere? Yes, I can. I could put this where this park is. Sorry houses, eminent domain time. And community pool can fit... Can't... Your house is under construction. I don't feel bad deleting your house. There we go. I was gonna say, a community like this that would have an HOA would have something like a community pool and tennis courts and stuff like that. Do I have... I thought I had tennis courts. Like... on. What is this? Mid-century mod... Oh, Revo. They made the mid-century modern. What is this, though? Carport? 2-slot? Carport 4-slot? What is this? Oh, and there's hotels. That would be something to put. What are these? You know what? Boom. That would 100% be something you would see by a inner city bus station, because you can imagine this would be a spot that people just coming to the community would stop in. I kind of like this motel a little bit more, but this is a little bit more of a built-up area, so you would see a little bit more of a high-density hotel here. Um, th I do admit, this looks incredible. Thank you, Revo. Oh my gosh, these look so good. I'm in love with these assets. Also, this house is extremely ugly, but I am in love with these assets. They do not have driveways for some reason. This house does not have a sidewalk. So that's a little weird, but okay. Coffee. Coffee. I think we're doing good on education right now. And that should have solved our... we're still having an issue with needing educated workers. Do you need... What do you need? Are you just saying you need well-educated? That have higher education. What do you want? What level of education do you want, though? Do you want colleges or do you want a high school? Because it takes a while for people to get educated, so maybe I should just come back and see if that's an issue once we go through the education process. I am very much in love with this neighborhood. I think that this looks very good, and I think it looks so good, I'm going to steal a screenshot of it for the thumbnail. Haha. I'm very happy how these two neighborhoods, Spring Grove and Daffodil Estates, I'm very happy how these turned out. You would very much see development like this, especially when that collector got, at some point in the history of this city, a very historic grid that would have been around for decades, if not 100 or so years. When this collector got thrown through and probably cut through a farm and probably cut these farms in half, you would imagine a developer would very quickly swoop in and buy out these farms. And especially if we're thinking that this happened within the past, 2 or 3 decades, they would not have continued the grid. They would have built the, quote, new suburb, which would be these. The twisty, stupid suburbs that you see everywhere nowadays. Which I am all on board for. And how many people are using this? We have a ton of people using this. And most people are waiting in front of the high school, apparently. What is my transit looking like right now? 850 people are using public transit. That is incredible. And 62 apparently are using trains. How many people are we getting? 112. There are still 1,000 people waiting at this bus stop. Yeah, there are so many people waiting at this bus stop. And how's our bridge doing? Still as busy as ever. I'm so happy that this is working well. I think I could probably... No, I don't want to make this do more than... When did the bus line do that? When did that happen? Stop it. There. Ugh. Do I really need these? Yes, I do, apparently. Okay, whatever. I'm thinking what I could do, but I'm not gonna deal with that right now. we do have a lot of people using this road, and I don't want to take away the bike path. Question is, can bikes drive in this? No. So, as much as I praise this game, I'm going to give it a ding right here. Because in the real world, a road like this with dedicated bus lanes would also allow bikes to drive in the bus lane. That would be 100% something that you would see. You would not ban bicycles, especially in a community like this that is all on board with biking. You would not see bicycles not able to drive on this road. But however, because the buses are getting stuck in traffic, I am going to upgrade this to a 4-lane road with a bus lane. So taxis and buses can drive on here. I'm going to try to watch for a minute to see if people on bicycles are getting deleted for some reason. Where are people in bicycles going? Is it someone on a bicycle? Yeah, okay. So they're not riding in the bike lane. They're riding on the... Okay. So this is not what I wanted, but this should, if barely, help out with traffic in this area. Why are the buses going through here? I don't know how I feel about this, and I think that I'd much rather just go back to having the bike paths, because that does not seem to be helping at all with this traffic. So, back to the bike paths. We will deal with that for now. Ooh, and what I said before, that this is fighting with... Yeah, I knew that was going to happen at some point. For right now, I'm just going to have a stop sign in those collectors. I don't like doing that. You never want to have a stop sign at collector, but this is a corner, so I wouldn't see that not happen. And also, I need it for traffic, so I'd much rather have the stop sign there. Are we still seeing not a huge backup? We're still seeing trucks cut through this neighborhood. I don't like that. It is. The whole city's bustling with activity. And haha. I think I want to develop a new interchange, which I didn't want to have to do that so soon. But I might just have to. I don't want to, but I might have to. But I think what I'm gonna do is use the base game three-way intersection, or three-way interchange. Ooh. There. And I'm going to redraw our 2-lane highway, upgrade it back through here, and then I'm not going to intersection marking tool because I'm not that crazy, but I am going to node controller these just to make them look good for right now. Again, I hate using this intersection or this interchange because it looks terrible, but I'm gonna, just for sake of, no, why did you delete that node? Thank you. Just for sake of right now, it's a small interchange. It's not going to be used that much, or it's not going to be used other than industrial traffic. No, why did you... It's not at all what I wanted to happen. There we go. And these I want to put to 2 lanes. And I think I will survive with this at-grade crossing being here for right now. For right now, at least. But I don't want to make it a traffic light. I just want to have it be a crossing. Okay, apparently that's not gonna work. I was trying to do Control S to have everyone stay in the lane. There we go. So hopefully this should maybe convince the AI that it's faster to take the highway rather than cut all the way through the city. We'll see. We'll see if that, as this train blows through a truck. What is happening? Why are... Why are there at signal? Oh, I had to have a stoplight, or I had to have a traffic signal here. That's strange. Okay, there, now we have a ton of people using this. There we go. Okay, that's what I want to see. Now, this should only have passenger chains come through here, so I'm not all too paranoid about traffic right now, but that will be fixed in the future. We'll probably elevate this over this road. But I did that to try and take people away from using this exit. Which for right now seems to have worked. Seems that most everyone's going through this intersection. Okay. Spring Grove's looking good. Everything's filled in, I think. And is this finally... No. Apparently no one wants to acknowledge this district's existence. Is that a... No, it's still not an eco house. What the hell is happening? Is it just not big enough? Is that what you're complaining about? Oh no, that is... Okay, that is a sustainable house. I guess it's the only way to make fancy houses now. The high-tech thing just did not work. Okay. And I want to put a couple of trees down. There we go. We're working towards our goal. And we are working towards getting our ports open. High school, we're still looking bad on. Are people still complaining about? No. So for right now, the educated worker thing has gone away. Okay. The other part of what I want to do is develop this area. I want this to be slightly transit-oriented development. I want to have a handful of high-density residential, just a handful, and I want to connect this to the rest of the public transit that we have right now going on in the city. I just want to skirt through here just real quick to see what we have unlocked already. Oh, we have... Okay. I want to skirt through here just to see what we've got unlocked already, which is not too much, but that is okay by me. I think that we would have a huge, huge use for developing, again, more residential and more of our bike paths. So I think I'm going to actually draw that in first. Oh, I need to turn all of this on. So we've continued our bike highway. Ugh. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna do this by elevating that and deleting that. It's not the most realistic thing in the world. But it is something that we had to do. Because otherwise I would not have been able to bring this bike path through here and connect that bike path. City fence, I'm going to continue to bring that down here. But I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this area, so I'm not going to bother with that yet. My thought is to do what I just mentioned over here. I didn't actually think I was going to do this, like, instantaneously, but I guess this is now the only land that I've got, so I might as well just do it. I want to elevate this... Whoa, that's a lot of hidden trees. I want to elevate our... Good lord, look at all the trees that are hidden under here. I want to elevate that train line to bring it up and over the road, and then I will have a train station. That was a lot of trees I just deleted. Good lord. Are there any more? Yeah, there's a ton over here, too. God, there's trees hidden under everything. Is there a train station that I like that I want to use? Answer is, I don't know. I have got these custom assets. Ooh, that's a little too urban. See, I don't want... Oh. I know, right? I, it's the most realistic thing I did, turning this into a bridge. But it was just this little area. I mean, maybe I guess I could like add a node and move this forward, but like that's just now that I've said that, now I have to do it. Oh, I could just add a node. Yeah, I guess I could just add an. Something broke there. I don't know what broke, but it broke. Something broke. Oh, yeah, it's not happy about me. I'm gonna not do that, because it keeps throwing up an error when I do that. And this road's now broken. I get, oh, well, then we're moving again. I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna save so that in case everything goes crashing and burning here in a couple minutes. I'm not going to do that. Or maybe I'll just move this forward. That's the more of a realistic thing I could... Whoa! What was happening with that node? Slope tool from here down to here. That's more understandable. That's a little bit more understandable, but still, that is... Ooh, that was... I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I shouldn't have done that. Back to what I was trying to say.